All right, let's go.
We
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
It's time for this real taller high. Been going live on a televised on the blue skies. We on that Friday night Knicks with our Knicks constituents. Lift the altar trip. That's that Knicks orange and blue. I thought you knew it's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. We stand on business. This real talk brand. You know we in this. We in the streets of Manhattan. People in the action. Getting the people reacting. Leading up to Knicks and he getting it cracked. Cause it's game time. We in the world most famous. We seen the Knicks lock your team up. I be serving just like a subpoena. You know the Knicks fan. We feeling real giddy and litty. New York City gritty committed to beat the city by 50. We're about to get me a nice life with a smart quarter on ice. For a few bucks in the quarter to pay the order with my smart device. We and got them getting it popping in the Apple Rotten. Let the home, let the popping stopping on the Apple Watch. It's Knicks Real Talk. The team streaming on YouTube.com. We got two dudes doing good moves spot on, dropping the bomb. When the cop got a spot to dropping some of the hottest Knicks content that's up in your head. Enough said, you know, upstairs leaving the guard after they got their bag. Looks like a cab to fly back to the triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? We are in the building on this beautiful Sunday. Knicks Real Talk, Shah Divine. Going to bring you some of this good Knick content, man. We're going to get in here and get a pop of the day. I'll be talking about the Blockbuster thing that went down over the weekend, Cat to New York and all that good stuff, and a lot of other more stuff we're going to get in the building and talk about. So I'm glad to be in the building with my partner in crime. You know how we do the other half of this engine that keep it running, man. Shah Powers, my brother. What is going on, my man?
Well, it has been a rough weekend. The Knicks have stirred up some stuff and made something to talk about, all about the Knicks. And I'm ready to get into it, Divine. Let's get it.
Yo, salute to the chat, everybody in the building. Big Taz, Will the Thrill, my man Will, what's poppin', Colorado in the building. Salute to everybody, Wonder Woman, salute to you, sister. My man Corey Lee, the other half of the 718 boys is in the building. Cash out, my brother, what's good? And let's keep it moving, man. Stand still. What's the deal? You already know. But yeah, Shot Powers, shocking new Friday night. I'm sitting in the bed, and next thing I know, I get a text, and I can't believe what's popping. I know everybody already know what happened. We just had to bring it to you from a Knicks Real Talk perspective. But man, I'm sitting in the bed this Friday night, chilling. Just I'm on phone, BSing on X, whatever, and I get a text. My brother, boom, calls me town New York. I'm like, okay, it might be one of them Bleacher Report type of thing. Yeah, they just throwing it out there. Then go on X, Shams, Carrera, everybody. I'm like, what? He said, we are blacked out. I don't know. Corey D said we blacked out. Anybody can
I see it.
He said, y'all are blacked out.
I see it.
You see us?
I'm watching on YouTube right now. I see us.
Okay, it look like we live. So Corey, check it and make sure you're good because Shah Powell said he see us. But anyway, thank you for that, Corey Lee. Let's make sure, and Catherine said I can see you too. But Corey, check your devices and make sure everything good. But it's all good, man. Hope we get it cleared up. You can get back here with us. But anyway, man, Shah Powell, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, the thing shocked to me. That was the biggest thing that happened on a Friday night. Late at night, that noise dropped. Everybody about to get it popping. We get on my man Ron, Superman Ron, still Knick fan. We up like 2 a.m, talk about the thing, and it was unusual. But I gotta say, after the smoke cleared and dust settles, I know everybody has certain feelings about Cat, certain feelings about and all that good stuff. Sharon was good. Sharon in the building with a salute. Sharon was good, my man. Like I said, big Tad, 10 Smith for everybody. After the smoke settles and the dust clears, what's your gut feeling? How you feeling about this trade? Are you happy with it? And do you think it's going to pay dividends for the Knicks right quick that we get into our thing?
Yeah, man. I remember, man. I was doing some stuff around the house, making some crafting stuff. You know what I mean? And then you hit me with a text, and then I hit you back. I was like, "You dead serious?" And you answered me back, and I said, are you up, up?" And you said, "Yeah." And next thing was bling bling. I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, we talked. We before Ron even got on, we would talk. We talked what about 45 minutes, an hour? Like, how crazy is this? How shocking the event was, and it sure was shocking. Something to a shoe to drop like that. That Julius Randle was gone with DiVincenzo for town of Cat, and it's still in some people in some spectrums of the X and Twitters and Instagrams and Facebook. It's still incredible. People are still talking about it. Still, people are still weighing in their options on how this thing is. But for I don't want to say the naysayers, but for the people that how can I say it? There was some people that really didn't want Julius Randle to go, and they wanted to see what he can do with this team this year, a fully healthy team, because usually Julius Randle was a pretty healthy professional basketball player, and they were looking forward to that. And Cat's got a bad gnome on himself about being a kind of soft, you know what I mean? But so you still hear the good and the bad on both sides of the spectrum. And I for me, I we talked about it months ago, Divine, about Cat coming over to the Knicks, and one of the trades that we had put out there was Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? That didn't go down, but I didn't think that myself. I didn't think they would break up the Nova crew, and we both said about the same thing. But they end up letting him go, and now it's a lot of stuff coming out after everything is settled and like the dust is starting to settle, and you're starting to see the stuff going around about the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, real talk. Ladies, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Nick P was good, Danny, everybody. That K was good, my man, Imperial, Sherman, everybody, like I said. But for me, Shy Powell is, now that he's here, it's really nothing. This is what the Knicks team gonna be. He's here. He's gonna be on a Nick. He's gonna be a forward center whatever called for. So, when I look at everything that went down, obviously DiVincenzo didn't want to take a lesser role. Understand
That's
that
one of the things out there. Yep.
coming off a career year, one of the major three-point shooters in the league, let's say. Obviously, he didn't want to take that, and obviously Julius Randle and the Knicks couldn't come to a agreement on the extension. Okay, that's done. They put the trade out there. They get it. It's getting done. Obviously, not official until sometime next week. They get the trade done. He's here now with one of the better cores in the league. So you definitely got to say that whether you like the guy or not, he's bringing a certain talent to New York. He's bringing a certain talent to New York that's going to make this team even just as good as with Randle, or even better as Randle, either or. So you're not losing to me, whether you don't like him or not, or you like him or not, whatever. This team did not get worse. They didn't get worse. They got either just as good or better. And I think that's what we're gonna have to kind of go ahead with, ladies and gentlemen, that the man is here. But the Cat got talent though, ladies and gentlemen. If you take away all the other stuff from the stuff that causes the media to click on things and have certain opinions about a person's character, whatever. Yeah, for the softness and all that, I get all that, but I always stand on what your numbers say, what you do on the court, and all that good stuff. So I try not to get caught up in all the other stuff because for a 4-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, I don't care how soft you are. I mean, you want the NBA busting these boys up. So that's what I'm banking on, him coming to the Knicks, being able to bring that talent to add with Anunoby, add with McHale, add with Brunson, add with Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, all these guys. Come to New York, lock in, and get this team further than they ever been in the last so many years. That's hopefully what he does. He comes here and I think he locks into the Tom Thibodeau system. He playing with a good, almost a great point guard in that aspect as the time go on. And Jalen Brunson, it's going to be very interesting. So I'm excited about it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope the fan base is excited about it. And let's go out here and see what they're going to do, Shop. I think these cats are going to be it. I think the Knicks on something is going to be a tough team to deal with. If you look up and down that start lineup, even up and down it, that is a tough team to deal with, ladies and gentlemen. That is a strong team there. Whether you do Josh Hart at the 2 or Deuce McBride, I don't know, whatever. I'm hoping they put Deuce at the 2. That's just my personal opinion. And I thought I told you this the past year. I think we was talking about that. You know what? I got a feeling Deuce McBride going to wind up being the 2 guard for the Knicks. We talked about this last year. You know what I mean? So now, if you did have a situation, Shaw Powers, where you got Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, Mikal Bridges, Anunoby, and Cat. That defense is outstanding, bro. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm looking forward to what this Cat could do with the squad that he's going to be barking on right here, man. And when you get down to brass taxes, this is a pretty dead team right here, man. A pretty solid team. What's your thought on these guys gelling as a team, getting the continuity and the chemistry together? And once they get it popping, I think you're going to be watching some fun basketball throughout the season in New York. You know what I mean? Where leaders remain to be seen. But once it's said and done, this is a damn good basketball team that's about to come in New York, man. So let's see how it goes, man. I'm really excited about it, man. You know, what you think about him, how he fits in with the Knicks. What do you think what type of game and what do you think he brings to the team from a basketball perspective that's going to benefit us when we go up against the other 29 teams in the association? What dynamic are you looking for that he's going to bring to this team that's going to help the Knicks?
Well, as you said the other night, and I did my homework as well, the last 10 years of Cat, 21-8, 20-8, 25-9, 25-10, 26-10, 24-12, 21-12, 25-12, 18-10. That was an injury year, and 22-11. His career numbers are 22.9 points with 11 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 1.3 blocks, and for his career, he shot from a field goal percentage 47.8, almost 47.8, almost 48% from field goal for his career, and 40% from 3-point land for those last 10 years. He's a good guy, man. And this is a guy that's going to come over here and dominate the East as a center. And I mean, there's only 2 centers that you can really mention in the East. If you want to say the Greek Freak is a center, if not, maybe Bam and homeboy from Philly, the dirty player. You know what I mean? So he's going to have a career year. He's going to be an all-star this year, pretty much. If everything works out the way I believe it should, he'll be an all-star this year in the East, and there's no question about that. The guy brings, he's a 50-40, damn near 90 guy, man. He's 50% from the field goals, he's 40% from 3, and he's 38.7, 38%, 38.7, almost 39% from the free throw line. And I mean, we picked up about 13% from the free throw line from Julius Randle. We picked up 13% from the 3-point land. Julius Randle is around 8%. Julius Randle was 33%, and he is 40%. So that's 8. That's 7 to 8. The percentage. We also got him at the field goal percentage. Julius shoots around 79% from the free throw line. This guy shoots 80, almost 90% from the free throw. And I mean, so we pick up in all those things that we lacklustered a little bit last year in free throw percentage and field goal percentage, and 3-point percentage. We're going to be a lethal 3-point shooting team this year. You know what I mean? And his assists will pick up, I believe, this year more so than the last 2 years with being on the team with him and Ant-Man was only 2 guys that was on the team that were really scorers. Everyone else was shooting under 30. I think it was 35% from 3-point land. They didn't have no other 3-point shooters on that team. So I think his assists is going to go up from 3 assists a game to close to 5 a game. So he changes the whole spectrum of what the game is. If he comes in and he's coming in healthy, you know what I mean? He's he had some injuries. He had one bad leg injury. early in the season he had I think it was the knee, then the leg, and then he had some other surgery that I'm not too sure what it was called. Putting some something in his knee to construct the knee, to help the knee reconstruct itself or something like that. I heard that it was something that Kobe Bryant had took Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. He had took some of the same surgery to help his knee super sustain itself. So I'm looking forward to seeing this guy come over here and dominate. And I hope it all works out the way we're talking about it.
Yeah. So everybody in the chat, man. Let me get some people who just got in the building. Chop Low, Supreme System Low, Chop Low, what's good? Keith Turner, my man. Julian, what's popping? Wacko from Brooklyn, what's good? Tim, everybody, man. Cash Out, ABU, salute to you, my brother. Real Talk, everybody, man. Another kid from Coney was popping. CC, everybody, man. Salute everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Divine Shop Powers, you know, we in the building. Cat took the airway by storm. And everything, so it was good that this thing went down for me, man, because I just thought that it was inevitable, ladies and gentlemen. A touch of New Jersey kid, father tried out for the Knicks, broke his leg, but he couldn't play once he broke his leg. His father, actually, Colony Town father, tried out for the Knicks. The Knicks brought it in to play for the Knicks, broke his leg, couldn't play. So I can see what Carl every time want to carry that legacy on. He's here, obviously, CAA connections, Kentucky connections. It's just like Shot Powers. So many things aligned that this thing was eventually going to happen. It was just too much stuff lined up. Like the stars lined up. You know what I mean? Everything, you look at how this thing broke down because of it's a family affair. And I think that's what the Knicks is doing. That's why you had the Villanova thing. That's why you had the Phoenix Sun with McHale, Cameron Payne, Landry Shamet. They bringing in everybody who can't know each other. You know what I mean? They know. And I think this thing was eventually going to happen, that Cat was going to end up in New York. And I mean, we've been talking about it. And Superman Smith, Dave Smith, coach.
David,
they've been on it for a while. Just Knicks, salute, Just Knicks. Ready for the ball, salute to you, my man. But, you know, it was bound to happen. So it's now that it has happened, let's get it popping. Let's get this thing going. It's going to be a fun time in New York this year, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this guy got some skill, and that's important to me, that he know how to play the game. He got great passing ability. He can do a lot of things. He's just not a 3-point shooter. The Cat really could put the ball on the floor and do things. I mean, you know, so I'm gonna throw up a clip of him pretty soon, a little bit of video footage, so we can see some of the qualities that he possessed within his game and in his framework of what he do on a basketball court. I think this guy gonna pay dividends for the New York Knicks. He can do things that Mitchell Robertson can't do. He can do some things Randall can't do, and Randall can do some things that he can't do. So you adding a dude to the center spot, you know, that can do some things. You know what I mean? And even if he playing power forward and Mitch get back, Mitch come in and play center or whoever, and you throw him at the 4, it don't matter. I think he makes his team so versatile. Like they could go so many ways. They could go big, small, whatever. They could throw him at the 5 with a bunch of shooters because he can shoot 40. They could go big with him and Anunoby, Mikal, Josh Hart, you know, and Brunson or Achua, whatever. He makes the Knicks so versatile. There's not a lineup Tibbs can't throw out there that can compete with any team to me in the NBA, because how versatile the Knicks are. You got 40% shooters all around the board, damn near 30, let's say 38 to 40% all damn across the whole team almost. You know what I mean? So this is going to be a pretty dynamic thing, the Knicks guy. Man, I hope it all gels. Everybody stays healthy and nobody gets injured, and they just go out there and connect like Voltron, man, and make this thing happen, because it's going to be a fun year in New York, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is about to go down, and I think this is just facts that this is a good basketball team. If they stay healthy, Shot Powers, I think they got something going on here. There's still some things to be made on keep getting to the town thing, but as y'all know, to get to where we had to get to, we had to do some wheeling and dealing, some shuffling the board, and players, people moving out, people moving in, you know, things of that nature. Obviously, we Randall and DiVincenzo, we talked about that. Then you lost Drop. You know, you Daquan Jeffries and Charlie Brown, though they weren't even part of the rotation, and many times since they've been here, I think the Knicks did them a solid, did them young men a solid. That's why I respect this so much, They take care of their players. Listen, even though a lot of guys they traded, they got paid. Quickly got paid. RJ got paid. You know what I mean? My man, I think hopefully, what's his name? Quentin Grimes, hopefully in Dallas, he get his foot in there and Dallas give him some money. You know what I mean? So, but I do think taking care of Daquan Jeffries and Charlie Brown, sending them to Charlotte, and obviously Drops had his money, sent him out there. It gave us enough roster space to do the things we want to do. You know what I mean? So, and we're gonna miss Julius Randle, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make no mistake about that. I hope he go down as one of them Knicks that you just always got to remember in the history of the Knicks. Julius Randle's name will be remembered in New York, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, forget all the nonsense about the thumbs down and all that. The man came here and played his heart out for New York, whether it was the good, bad, or the ugly, like Sean Powell would say. But the man came here and represented. So salute to Julius Randle and your family. And we're gonna miss your son, Key, out here doing this thing, man. But y'all go out there and do the damn thing in Minnesota, man. Julius Randle, go handle your business, my brother. Thank you for being a Knick. You put the friend, you and Tom Thibodeau came in here when you was here, but when Tom Thibodeau came in 2021, you finally got a good coach around you and you blossomed. Now, can you imagine what Tom Thibodeau going to do with Karl Anthony Towns? He's going to make them blossom. So we got a good situation, and I think with all that noise, I don't want to get off track, but with them roster moves, that's where we are now. We got 12 roster spots, and so let's see what they're going to do with the rest. We hear noise about another trade might be happening soon. So let's see how that goes. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited about it. And I really am, man. These cats are doing some things. Salute to Leon Rose, the Worldwide West, Brock Aller, you name it. Rojas, everybody, these cats is killing the game right now. And the NBA know it. They got a good thing going on in New York. Like Adam Silver said when he was at the Julius Randle, at the groundbreaker thing for Elmer Rose School. He's so impressed with the New York is doing, and we all should be a fan, be impressed with the Knicks are doing. My man turned Elfrid Payton, Noel, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, whoever into Brunson, Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns, and so on. This is what this man has did the last 4 years. He came in here and turned this team from a 21-team organization where everybody throwing clickbait at us to one of the elite teams in the NBA. And that's why I call him Don Leon, because he came and turned this thing around. Sean Powell didn't look good, man. But let's roll, Sean Powell, man. I'm excited about it, man. But now that we don't have Moot Morris here, we don't have Kiki, what you think the Knicks are going to do from here on out? I think you would mention something about maybe bringing one of the guys up. What's your thoughts on where the roster is at and what you think they're going to do moving forward?
Well, right now, I believe, in my opinion, I think they're 12 roster spots right now. I think they signed Landry Shamet. That'll make 13. And I think that they'll bring up one of the guys from the two-way contracts. I think it's I think to bring one of them up to a full roster position, I think they have to offer them about $1.2 million. And I think that'll be Jacob Toppin to bring it to 14 roster spots and still leaving us room to have an open roster spot just in case if we want to make another substantial move. And I seen Prezi say it. I'm waiting around to see it too, because me and Divine been talking about it, man, and I think it's going to happen really, really soon, man. And it's the business part of it. It's not the homer in me for Mitchell Robinson, but it's the business side. Someone that just can't stay healthy. We paying you this amount of money, and we're only getting under 40, 50 games from you a year. I think Mitchell Robinson may be going too. I mean, and it may happen in one of these deals. We didn't touch base with the Hornets already. Maybe there's something boiling under there too, that maybe we can move Mitchell Robinson and make some moves where they send us back two guys. We send one guy over there and fill up our 15-man rotation. You know what I mean? And they got some players over there that can we can send out more money to absorb two contracts from them guys to make it close to $14 million for Mitchell Robinson's salary. We take back 13 and give them 14 and make it happen. So I think that's where it's going to go. I think they signed they signed Shamet, and I think it's one of those three guys, and I don't think McCullough Jr. is going to be the guy. I think he's still ailing a little bit. It could be a Porte. It could be High. It could be him, or I believe, in my gut, I think it's going to be Jacob Toppin. I mean, they're going to be looking for another power forward, and they let Mook Morris go, so they're going to need another power forward. And who better to be a power forward on the New York Knicks than a player that's been with the franchise for the last couple of years? And I mean, that's already knows the ins and outs, watching from the sideline, played a couple of games in New York Knicks, other than Westchester's jersey. And I think that's where we're going to go.
Yeah. And I mean, it's tough, man. I get it, man. You know what? It's a tough situation, and I get it, you know, with the situation with Towns and everything and all that, but he here now, ladies and gentlemen. You know, like I said, whether you like him or not, you got to root for the man to do good, because we want this cat to stay healthy. We want him to be who he is. Whether you like him or not, he's a Knick now, ladies and gentlemen. We need this man to be healthy, play all the games he could play, because with him on the floor, this team is lethal. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like I always say, to me, what happens is what matters on the court. And if he's on that court, that is a deadly basketball team. They just good. And you know, and let's go through a little video clip here to see his skill set, Sharp Howard. Let's see what this cat brings to the table and some of the things that you can see can be implemented if he stay healthy in New York, and then we'll get back at it. But we're gonna check it out, because I think it's some good overlook at what the man could do. So let's do this right here. Let's get it popping right quick. Ladies and gentlemen, put some Carl Anthony Town highlights. Do it. I just think this cat is phenomenal, Shop Powers. I know they highlights, but he got game though. Check out the pass though. That's the Anunoby right there. He's throwing that too.
Pick and pop.
Oh man,
Pick and pop.
Crazy, I don't care what nobody say. This shit gonna be crazy. This cat got game. He got
another
game
pick
on.
and pop.
That's what I want right there. Bring it on in the garden, son. Look at that pass. Come on, man. Anunoby there all day. Him and McHale. That shit's insane. That's insane. Check him out. Look at the pass. Come on now.
Right to Jalen Brunson.
Oh my goodness, bro. That and that offense is game over. Look at that pass. Yeah, man, I'm excited about this thing, ladies and gentlemen. For real, for real. Stretch him, cat. Now, Porzingis ain't the only one that eats him, and then B can do that. We got somebody who can do it now. So check out the money ball. Yes, sir. Oh, they gotta stop hating on him, ladies and gentlemen. The cat got game. He got game. I am super excited about this dude, man. So let's see how it goes. Let the cat can stay healthy, ladies and gentlemen, and he can find a way to stay on the court. I mean, he plays a sufficient amount of games the past couple of seasons, so that's a good thing as well. But he's a talented brother, man, and I think that's what it all boiled down to. He got uber talent, skill set off the charts. Let's see if we can get it popping. You come in here and do the damn thing, Chop Powell, to add what we just seen, that arsenal to Jalen Brunson's arsenal and with Mikhail's arsenal and all these guys, man. Knicks got a good team, that's for sure.
Yeah, he just brings a different, of course, as a Knicks fan and seeing Julius Randle here for all these years that he was here with us, from bringing us out of the Doziers, bringing us to the we here year, you know what I mean? It's nothing that you can, of course you're gonna miss him. You know what I mean? He the first year he was here, it was the Tasmanian Julius. The next year was the we here year. The year after that was the thumbs down year. The next year after that, we went to the playoffs. He hurt himself twice. And having a stellar year. I think he got hurt on the 78th, 9th. So he got close. He almost got 80. He almost got the whole season, and he got hurt with the foot. Came back and got hurt again and still came back. So I understand why a lot of fans is missing what Julius Randle could have did with this team this year, because he could as exactly excited the team too. You know what I mean? But the biggest thing was I think it was it was about the money and how they, and if you look at it now, the money's gonna work out. You know what I mean? The money is going to keep increasing. The money that they're paying Cat right now is the money that we would have played Julius Randle and DiVincenzo this year and next year. Next year, Julius contract was $35 million. I think Devo's was 19 or something, like 15 or 19. I forgot what it was, but it add up to $50-something million, the same amount of money that we'll be paying Cat next season. So it works out. And I mean, the thing that doesn't work out is we lose a man for getting a play for one player. One player is equating to two salaries. Mm-hmm. I mean, but in Leon we trust, and Brock Aller we trust, and Rokas and everybody else on that front office who's going to wheel and deal, like the saying of this chat. I mean, of this stream, and wheel and deal that money to, so we stay under the second apron or get real close to the second apron and have a full roster by the start of the season. And yeah. I think there's another. I think there's another shoe to drop. So, and Leon we trust, man. How you say it, the Don? You know what I mean? Got to give him that name now. Definitely, he is wheeling and dealing, and he got some underlings under him that really you don't hear much about what the Knicks doing. Who knew that this was gonna happen? We talked about it. We've been talking about Cat coming here for like how many years? 3 years? 4 years? 5 years? Mm-hmm. We've been talking about Cat coming here for how long? We get Leon in here and we work everything out. We went from, like you said, Divine went from Alec Burks and Bullock to OG and Mikal Bridges. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So we've come a long way under this guy, man, and I just have to sit here. The only mishaps that I see that he made, and I think that's the last minute thing to try to help the team out, was when he went and got Fournier and
Kemba Walker.
And Kemba Walker, you know what I mean? And I think the reason why he did that was to try to get some shooting. It wasn't nobody out that they could have really got that year. You know what I mean? But he tried, and we still almost had a 500 year. We were 5 games away of being from a 500 team. I think we had 37 wins. You know what I mean? We had 37 wins. We were five games from being a 500 team. And ever since then, we've been a 500 team and better. Yep. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Yeah. I mean, you know what? Like I said, you got to go into the season feeling good about the team. Maybe whether you like the trade tonight, you still got to like this team, because the what this guy could do for this team. Let's put it in a basketball perspective. If Cat playing a 5 and And just hope that with people like Anunoby and McHale and them and whoever else going to be in there, maybe that's why they might want to start Josh Hart, Shy Howard, because of the rebounding. Okay, so if Cat stretched the floor, he bringing their center out there to the 3-point line, and Josh Hart could play on the perimeter, basically, at least play out there. They have no interior presence to guard the Knicks. They don't have no, at least their shot blocking center or whoever their interior defender is, whether it's Towns at the 3-point line, he bringing Embiid out there, he bringing Porzingis out there, he bringing Anunoby, whoever that opposing team center is, call Leffy Town, taking them out of the mix. That paint should be nothing but eating time for the Jalen Brunson. I mean, that is literally actually what really might happen is that you put that dude in there and let him just play his game. And hopefully he opened up a lot of opportunity for the passing lanes. He's a good passing big man. If you throw the ball and call Leffy Towns out at the 3 and somebody on the Knicks like Anunoby is cutting, where do you think that ball going to? Because he's an unsuffered, he's a good passer. So even if they out on the perimeter and somebody beat their man back door or something, you know my man gonna find him because that's what he do. So I think it makes our offense way more better, ladies and gentlemen, than it has been in a long time. No knock on Randall, no knock on RJ, no knock on nobody. He brings a different dynamic to that team that forces the other team's defense to have to react a certain way. And that's why they was able to do it. Like I said, that's what I loved about having Porzingis, because can you imagine if Porzingis, when he was healthy but played with the Knicks, if it was the Tom Thibodeau team with all these guys around him? Well, that's what Cat gonna do. So he's just gonna open up so many avenues where it's gonna be hard to double team the Knicks.
It's no double teams. I was waiting for you to get. It's no who you gonna double team?
Facts.
Are you gonna double team Brunson and leave McHale open? You know what I mean? You're gonna double team who? Are you gonna double team? Cat.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Who you gonna leave Cat? You gonna double team Cat to leave OG man open, who loves to cut to the basket, pass and play with him. He's he's always roaming to drive to the basket. You're gonna leave McHale's man to double when he shoots about 40% from the 3-point line and 50% from the field goal. I mean from the mid range. You're gonna leave him open. Who you gonna leave open? You know what I mean? I mean it's with hopefully with the way this team is constructed right now, even with Mitchell Robinson out for now, or this team is going to be a very, very strong team. If the Knicks want to start, there's so many different ways that they could start the game. Like you talked about earlier with Deuce. Everybody's talking about Josh Hart playing the 3 or the 4, whichever position. Position is basketball. If you want to play him, or if you want to just go out all the way big and put pressures at the power forward. You know what I mean? And leave Cat in the middle. I mean, leave Cat where he's at with Brunson and Brunson, OG, and McHale at the top. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? There's so many ways that you could put a team out to start the game or have the game going on for you. It's so many different. If you want to go small, if you want to go big, if you want to go shooters, if you want to go hard defense. We got a mix of all of that this year, man. And for me, this team, I'm just going to say it early. I think this team is going to be the top 3 offensive team in the league this year. You know what I mean? And maybe the latter part of the defensive team, 7th, 8th, or 9th, but top 10 in defense this year as well. So that's on paper. From what I'm seeing, from what I'm thinking that the team can create, you know what I mean? How I'm thinking that the team because I can see OG cutting to the basket with Cat with his back to the basket, taking them big dribbles, and OG come back and OG man come to double team and he do that same pass that we seen in the thing, that same over the head pass right to OG, and OG is throwing it down. I see that happening a lot. I see his assists going up as well with the team that he had around him because McHale also cuts to the basket as well. You know what I mean? So anyway, I just think this is going to be top 3, maybe top. I want to say top 1, but I'm being a homer about that. But I believe it's possible. But I'm going to say top 3 in offense in the league this year, and top 10 in defense this year, somewhere around 7th, 8th, or 9th. You know, some maybe 10th. You know, maybe there may be a little lower in defense this year. At top 10 though in the league, but I think their offense is going to really, really explode this year, man. At least that's what I'm hoping for.
Let me ask you a question real quick, and what's the reason why you think the defense will take a? Do you think the defense will take a step back? Because of Cat, because to me, Cat and Randall wash each other out when it comes to defense. That's not, but Cat is a better shot blocker.
I'm trying to be optimistic. I think the Knicks could be a top 5 team in defense. I just want to be. I think their offense is going to be what brings them forward, and I think their defense is still going to be good. And I still think with Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby with Cat down low, I think the defense is going to be way better. I think they could be a top 5, but I want to put them lower in defense and more of an offensive team this year. Still great in defense, top 10. I don't think no team is going to score over 107 points on the Knicks this year, unless the Knicks just either get blown out or it's going to be a high-scoring game against who they're playing against. But I believe their defense is going to keep teams under about 107 to 109 points this year over the 82-game series. I mean, and I also think the Knicks, for me, I think the Knicks are going to score 118 points easy this year. 118 points with Cat on the 118 points, putting them at the top of the chain of offense this year. You know what I mean? I think you're going to see some games with the Knicks. You may see Cat break a Bernard's record this year. He might score 68 in the Garden this year. I mean, it's not like he hasn't done it, and it's not like he only done it once. He's done 60-point games numerous times. This is going to be a fun year, man. Buckle down. I know a lot of people are still and I hear this also. It's not so much that Randall was traded. It was more so of what Dante was traded with in the trade. You know what I mean? But there's some things out there now that Dante didn't want to play the bench role because his boy came in there. He didn't want to play. He didn't want to be on the bench. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That to nip it in. And there was allegations. I don't even want to call it allegations because it was true that he could have went to the Minnesota last year. You know what I mean? He was convinced by 3-point guy in Golden State. Oh my gosh.
It's Steph Curry to go to the New York Knicks. You know what I mean? So that's out there. You know what I mean? At least that's what I read. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Some good guys. I know these guys. These big guys has been around. I don't want to put their names out there, but they've been. From reading from these guys and stuff like that, you know, he and after having the year that he had last year, we were already going to try to. We was fighting to find out minutes for Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, and Deuce McBride because of the years that they had last year, almost playing starting minutes last year after all the guys got hurt. So, you know what I mean? I hate to see him go. I think he could have had a very important year with us this year, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? When you want to make a trade, you got to give away, you got to give to get, you know what I mean? And we gave and we got. So hopefully what we got is good enough for what we gave. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, real talk. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, make no mistake about it. This team, and you know, it's always going to be pros and cons to everything. Listen, nothing happens till we step on the floor. Nothing happens till the ball gets thrown up in a regular season, 82 games. Hopefully, play 16 more after that. But and if you in the course of the season, you got certain teams who could lose certain players, and it just pretty much takes them out the mix. What I like about this team here is that if it's not a career-ending injury, I mean, not a career season-ending, pardon me. If it's not a season-ending injury, the Knicks got a talented enough team to sustain for a while until that player gets back. And in having, if say Brunson literally might have to take out a week, hypothetically, I hope he don't, but you still got a guy like Cat who can go in there and put the load on his shoulders, or vice versa. So I think this team is so versatile and they got enough talent down here that I'm not too much concerned about a lot of things because everybody in injury, no matter who Knicks bought in here, I guarantee you survey the landscape, even if it wasn't Cat, any player the Knicks would have bought into York, they had an injury history. It's the NBA. Everybody get injured. Some of them get injured for a minute. So, Cat ain't the only guy that making money like that will be injured. Julius Randle got injured. You know what I mean? Jimmy Butler get injured. That's just the nature of the game. So we just hoping that Karl Anthony Towns and Anunoby find a way in this later stage of this career to give us the games we need. If them guys can stay healthy, then the Knicks is a problem. They're a problem. I'm talking about from a stat perspective. I'm talking about from a talent perspective. I'm talking about from in general. This team is loaded everywhere. They got shooters. They got versatile players. All they players can play a different position, except for maybe Jalen Brunson. Deuce and Brogdon can play two positions. Anunoby can play two positions. Mikal can play two positions. Cat can play two positions. Josh Hart can play two positions. Cameron Payne can play two positions. They just got guys who really could play. Precious Achiuwa can play two positions, and they play both sides of the ball. That's why we look at this team. Let's just say hypothetically, Shop House, Karl Anthony Towns. Let me throw out the roster that's presently constructed right now, and y'all can help me out with this. And I'll get back to the chat and everybody. If you look at this team right now, Karl Anthony Towns, Anunoby, Brunson, Mikal Bridges. Okay, you want to throw Josh Hart? That's fine. Let's say that's just starting five. And we're not even counting Mitchell Robinson. And if Mitchell Robinson is still here, that means this team is even more deadly. And we ain't forgetting about poor Mitch. And I get it. But if Mitchell Robinson come back in December and February, he's still a part of this thing. If you don't get traded or anything, that's the top defensive team in the NBA. Deuce McBride, if you put, like I said earlier today, the starting lineup, hypothetically, Braylon Brunson, Deuce McBride, Mikal Bridges, Anunoby, and Cat. There's not a lot of wing teams in the league going to be able to do too much against the Knicks in that wing position. There's not. The numbers don't lie, and the facts don't lie. Them three dudes right there, no matter who your best player is, we got somebody in that starting lineup can give them a problem defensively. Not saying they're going to stop them, not saying they're going to, but you ain't going to get an easy 30 on a Knicks squad. I don't care who you are. You could be KD, you could be Anthony Edwards, you could be the best player in the league. We got guys who make it hard for you. And that's the key to the whole thing. They making it hard for them dudes to score. So we making it hard for them. And there's not too many. And I'm quite sure teams going to try to do that against us. But we literally got a starting lineup that could cause havoc on a lot of teams on the defense side of the ball. Then when you flip to the flip side, there's not too many guys in the league to guard Jalen Brunson. Yeah, it's guys like you can still got the creme de la creme dudes, but Jalen Brunson is a different animal. So when we play the Boston Celtics, Shot Powers, okay, you put Anunoby on, let's say Jason Tatum. Let's say you put Mikal on Jaylen Brown for a minute. They're not going to do the thing they do against anybody, not against them guys. They could do it, but it's not going to be the same playing against them guys. So now, even though you got Drew Holiday, I done seen Jalen Brunson get Drew Holiday 30-something. I've seen Jalen Brunson give a lot of dudes. We got guys who can stop their guys better than their guys to stop us. I think Jalen Brunson is the X factor. There's not too many point guards at that position in the league that can deal with Jalen Brunson because of how good he is with the basketball, his IQ, his skill set, footwork, toughness, everything, his skills overall. So I think this team will be top 5 in defense and offense. And I'm not saying that as a homer. I'm just trying to compare the numbers. I think when we go up against any team in that league, I don't care if it's Paul George, I don't care if it's Tyrese Maxey, they're going to have a tough night. Your normal 30 is going to be a different 30 against the Knicks. Here's why I say that. Here's why I say that. You might have got 30 on that team and you went 10 for 15 or 15 for whatever. When you get your 30 on us, if you get a 30, your field goal percentage ain't going to be that good. You might have to take a lot of shots, but your field goal percentage ain't going to be that good because I think these guys' defense is that good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I say all that to say is that I think this thing going to be interesting, and let's hope the Knicks do it the right way. Let's hope these cats come together and make it happen because I am so super giddy about this team, and I think they got a lot of good things brewing in there. And let's just hope that we want this team to go to the finals. They got it to me with enough. If Mitchell Robinson come back and he ready to go he in good condition by March, getting into April, give him enough conditioning to get himself ready, the Knicks will be a problem. Now you can put Mitch at the 5 and put Cat at the 4 in certain aspects of the game. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting, Shop Powell. I think New York, we got to gear for this thing. And my man Fabian made one good point. That's why I brought up the Deuce and Bride thing. I know we lost DiVincenzo. I get it. But the Knicks did some things that I think it helped the 3-point percentage shot. If Landry Shipman does make the team, he gets to get in the rotation. Remember, he can shoot the damn ball. He can shoot it. Cameron Payne can shoot the ball. Deuce and Bride, they can shoot the ball. Shit, Tyler Cole is gonna be able to shoot it. So I'm not too much worried about this team. And if they bring in somebody else to add to that, which I think they will, we have to see how it goes. But I'm confident in this team, Shop Out, and I think Knicks gonna be a damn good basketball team this year. I got it with the Call Every Town edition. I had the Knicks at 57, and I'm gonna stick to it. I think they got just as good, because even though we got Call Every Town, remember, we still got added. We lost Hartenstein, but we added Mikal Bridges. So we won 50 games last year, 53 games, whatever, with a depleted roster like that. Now you coming with this roster and a center that can do what he do or forward, it's pretty tough, man. So I like what I'm seeing out here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope that it all stays connected like glue. But and I'm happy, Shop Howard, man. Do you think these cats? Where do you think they're gonna land up in the NBA this year, man? What's your gut feeling on your boys? Where do you think they're gonna end up? And do you think they can reach the finals?
Yeah, finals a bust for me, and I'm sticking with that 57 wins. I was 57 wins before the trade. Now with the trade, I think it's 57 wins with the trade. I still think they're going to reach that mark, and I think the high that I had before was 61. I think it's going to go to maybe 63 with Cat. I think Cat's going to have some explosive games in New York, and I think he's going to bring the best out of OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges that love to cut to the basket.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, salute everybody in the chat, man. Everybody, thank y'all for coming in. Y'all know this was a big week for the New York Knicks. Made a trade that kind of shook the landscape of the NBA to me. I think this team got better, just in my opinion. Just from a talent perspective, Julius Randle was the real deal. We got a Julius Randle with more height. Just put it like that, and a superior 3-point shooter. So yeah, I know we lost a great dude like Julius Randle, but we brought in a good ball player. Whether you like it or not, his talent is there. We brought in a good ball player. The Cat can do some things for this particular offense. He gives Tom Thibodeau a lot of things he could do out there. And the good thing about it, even though he's not a great defender, he will go out there and block a shot. He does average 1.2 or 2 block shots a game. He might not be a great defender, but he damn sure put Jokic in the donut in the playoffs last year. So that was good enough for me. But with the guy that he has around him, I mean, because he had some great defenders out there in Minnesota with McDaniels and Rudy Gobert and them guys. They get at it. Mike Conley. They had some good players out there, and that's why they got to where they got to. They fell short, but they still got there. Well, I'm hoping the same thing happens over here. This could be one of the best point guards he ever played with since he's been in the NBA. He's been in the NBA 9 years. Who was this point guard that I can remember? Jeff Teague, Derrick Rose, Mike Conley. Now you coming in here with a point guard like in his prime, Jalen Brunson. So to me, that's a difference. It's a difference because sometimes, no matter how good you are, the pieces around you got to be just as good as well, and they got to complement what you do. Well, Jalen Brunson compliments my man. He compliments this dude because Jalen Brunson, much as he get down in that paint, he gonna draw people. And if you don't draw people to him, he gonna get his bucket or get fouled. So with the addition of him and the addition of Mikal Bridges, I just think that it's destined for this thing to pop because there's not too many people in the league going to be able to get these cats when they get in the spread offense. When they got 4 guys on the perimeter and one of them cats got the ball, when it's Anunoby, whether Mikal Bridges, and Mikal with that good mid-range game, Anunoby take it down in the middle and literally flush it on you. The Knicks got an interesting dynamic there. And it's not that whether he's better than this player or better than that player. He fits what we need. That's why I'm glad the Knicks got him. He fits what we need. He makes this team much better. And I think it'll show improve when the season starts. So let's see. Super everybody in the chat, man. Y'all got to pop. We got 100 people on a view joint. We got people in the chat. I wish I could get to everybody's chat, but y'all popping it so fast. I can't really read everybody's stuff, but no one understands I'm reading them, and y'all doing a lot of good stuff there. It's going to be a fun season, man. So we just got to root these boys on. Hope that they get to what we want them to get to. But the good thing about it, they all locked up for the next 5 years, 4 years. So this is the team we're rolling with. And that's how you build dynasties. I'm not saying this team will ever be a dynasty, but what the Knicks did was lock up the guy who they think, with a little bit of critiquing every now and then, but players on the bench or players that in the back end, they know they got 4 dudes that they trust and believe gonna take them where they need to go. Because they will obviously extend Mikal Bridges sometime soon or whatever. So Shaw Powell, they got a team a la Golden State Warriors who had all the dudes playing together before they got to where they wanted to go. I'm not comparing none of these guys to no Steph Curry or Clay. I'm not. I'm just trying to tell you that, not trying to tell you, make an attempt to show you how they built their thing. Now we got a team that gonna be here. Like these guys ain't going nowhere. Unless because there ain't too many guys that you can get to just as good as these guys. You probably can get another guy to go with it. But I like this team for the next 4 years. And then you know what? And if we don't win one by then all these contracts come off the books and do a rebuild. You know what I mean? But
time to re-up.
They're trying to re-up. Facts. You know what I mean? So far, so good. It's looking pretty good. Let's hope that it all comes to fruition on paper. I mean, on paper it's there. Let's hope it comes to fruition on the court. And I'm excited. I can't wait till preseason start to see these guys gelling and see what they're gonna bring to match with guard, because the guard gonna be lit this year, man. It's gonna be on fire in there, and I can't wait to see what's popping, man. Give me a gut feeling when you think you take the final for your boys, ladies and gentlemen in the chat. Where you think this team gonna end up? Do you think they get into the Eastern Conference Finals? Or let me know what y'all thinking, man. What's y'all gut feeling? Where this team gonna go, and what we gonna be able to accomplish this year? Because I'm with Shaw Powers. I'm like championship or bust, and if they don't win a championship, I put like they got to get to the finals. They got to.
Yeah. That'll make me be like, oh, all right.
Yeah,
we made it. We made it to second round. Now we made it to the finals. All right, next year. But I think this year, we still have some filling out of the roster. There's no doubt about that. And our second unit, you can say, is a little weaker. You know what I mean? Because of who we have in the second unit, but not by a long shot. You know what I mean? We still have Deuce McBride. We still have Precious Achiuwa. We still have Jericho Sims, which those two guys play very well together. We still have Larry we still have Shaman. I believe they're going to sign him if they didn't already sign him. I think he got signed, but I don't want to say he did. I think he's the one. Mook is not there. I know that for a fact. I think they're going to bring up. I think they're going to bring up Jericho's Obi Toppin. I mean Jacob Toppin. You know what I mean, to make that 14th spot. And I think they're still going to leave that 15th spot for just in case, for whatever reason it is. If Mitchell Robinson can come, and this is another thing at the trade deadline too, Divine. If we are balling out, if we're playing great basketball at the trade deadline, they may not be a trade. If you see Precious Achiuwa right now, and he can come in and average 8 points, 5 rebounds, 1 block, 2 steals, he ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So, just because we signed him and he could be a trade chip with that $6 million, he may not go nowhere. You know what I mean? So we still have some things. This whole thing with this trade is still have to be finalized and all this other stuff. I still think that as we always talk about, Divine, the old regime, you know what I mean? There's only one left. It's only Mitchell Robinson left. You know what I mean? That haven't been drafted or traded from Leon Rose, and he may be the last shoe to drop. You know what I mean? See what happened with him. And I'm happy with how Leon Rose has orchestrated this team. All these players we talk about, Divine, nobody knew we was gonna get Cat. No one knew we was gonna get Mikal. We always talked about those things that we wanted it as fans. We wanted it, but we didn't know. We just brung it up because we seen the hoopla, the what is the word am I looking for? It was just out there. People put it out there. You know what I mean? For hits. You know what I mean? They'll throw something out there, they heard something, and then we hear it, and then we'll run with it too. And we all put together a thing for all these players, but we didn't know. We didn't know we was gonna get OG. We've been trying to get OG for the last 3, 4, 5. OG before RJ, trade RJ. We did it. We didn't know we was gonna get Brunson. Brunson, 25 million. We paying Brunson $25 million. Oh my God, it's an underpaid of the season, of the year, of the decade. Underpaid for what this guy has brought to this team in the last 2 years. So, hey, I'm trusting in what Leon Rose is going to do. I'm trusting to see somebody else come in here, another big name. And another thing that a lot of Knicks fans are failing to realize, people want to come here now.
Oh, man.
People want to come here now. We got Cat here. We got OG here. We got Mikal here. But Knicks are hot right now. Knicks are a hot commodity. Next decade, next 10 years, Knicks are going with next 4 or 5 years. This team right here is going to always be 1, 2, or 3 in the East. You know what I mean? 1, 2, or 3 in the next 4 years. We're going to have so much content to talk about how good this Knicks team is playing, how many wins that this team is playing, how many championships in the next 4 years that we can accomplish. And I'm here to do it all with you, Divine. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
This is like Chris, the season 2 be champions. Hey man, listen. On the real, I have no problem understanding the guys who just not sure. I get it. You know what I mean? I get the people who not thinking this is what it is. But what you need to do when y'all get a chance, if you had time, just go look at the East. Just go look at it. You go look at every team player. You could pick out any team in the East right now, ladies and gentlemen, or in the NBA, and the New York Knicks match up against them, against anybody. There's not one team in the NBA, and we can name them all if you wanted to, and go line up a lineup. There's not a team in the NBA the New York Knicks cannot compete or beat. None of them. We can start with the best team in the league. Who was that? Boston. We gave Boston a head scratching last year, and we were depleted. You know, and now we got
Tim's getting busy.
Right. We seen the Knicks beat them by 30-something, demolished them, dude. They beat Denver by 30-something. They beat Minnesota by 30-something. They beat Philadelphia by 30, 40-something. That was last year's team. Now you bring in Mikal Bridges and you bringing in Cat with a healthy Anunoby. Come on. I don't care who you lost. That's real talk. This team can stack up against anybody in the NBA, pound for pound, man for man. I don't care who it is. The numbers don't lie. The talent don't lie. This is a deadly basketball team, and they ain't going undefeated. But every night you step on the court against the New York Knicks, you're going to have a problem. And that's facts. That's facts. They ain't going to win every game. It's going to be nice. They might get their butt whipped. Who knows? But on any given night, if that team stay healthy, just like if last year's team would have stayed healthy with all them injuries, if this team stay healthy, there's not a team in the league that we scared of. We ain't never scared. Ain't a team in the league that we can't give a problem to. And I just think that what it boiled down to, Leon Rose did a hell of a job putting this team together. If you talk about giving somebody his flowers, him and that front office deserve all the flowers they can get, ladies and gentlemen, because we will talk about guys like, no pun intended, Quickly and RJ and them, and now we talking about a whole different thing. We were talking about trading a lot of guys in 2-3 years ago, 4 years ago. Mitchell Robinson need to be traded, or this guy now, look what he did. Look what he did.
Randall, he's a bum.
Now
Randall, he's a bum.
And what they did was take a team that was a 21-win team, brought in a premier coach, brought in a premier talent like Julius Randle, drafted well, enough to keep the team with some good young talent. And because everybody the Knicks drafted, ladies and gentlemen, they signed. They got a good contract. Everybody. And you didn't think that would have. They signed RJ. They gave RJ his money. Obviously, they gave Quickly because they had to trade him, but they gave Deuce his money. They gave Mitchell Robinson his money. They took care of these young boys. They developed them. They took care of them, sent them on their way. And look what they brought in here. Powerhouse squad. Let's get it. I see the Knicks in the finals. No question about it, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be fun. And I just want to get here with y'all today, man. And because this is some good news, ladies and gentlemen. And we just got to hope all the I's and T's get dotted and crossed and everybody stay relatively healthy. Let Tibbs work his magic with this team. Let's see where it takes it. I think there's another move to be made. I don't think they're done. I don't think the Knicks is done. I think there's another move to be made. But if we go into the season what we got right now, I'm still happy. But they just got some good talent down there. If the key going to be Anunoby and a cat, obviously healthy-wise, Shaw Powers. If them cats can stay healthy, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's what it boiled down to, man. So let's see. We'll see. We don't know till we throw it on paper. But ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the chat, I'm excited about it, man. We've been a lot of us been Knicks fans for a long time, and and we haven't had a team like this in a long time. When you look at individual players, you want to go to Stoudemire and Carmelo Anthony and them. They had what's my name, Wilson Chandler and them. Okay, Tyson Chandler. I meant to say, excuse me. And now we got a team with J.R. Smith and them. This team is sneaky good like that. So I'm really looking for you guys to do the damn thing, man. Pardon me for going through everybody chat too fast. But I'm excited about it, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see me, I'm excited about it. I think the Knicks did the right thing. I don't think that nobody's gonna regret the move. I don't. I just think that this is gonna be something to deal with Karl Anthony Towns, man. Now we're gonna get to see. Hopefully, he can change everybody's narrative in the season. That's the best way to put it. He gonna have to go ahead and everybody who don't think he like that, he gonna have to go ahead and show and prove that he like that. That's all he could do. I'll say, you know what? I don't think I'm that dude. I'm gonna show you I'm that dude. That's all you can do. Just go out there and make the naysayers say, okay, you know what? I didn't get this man the credit that he deserves. Because sometimes it's not only about one man shot power, it's about the team. Like I said, he playing about a team that fits what he do. And that's pretty impressive. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully, hope Mitch come back if he's still here or whatever the case may be. Let's hope Jericho Sims can come in and pop. I don't even have a problem starting Jericho Sims and putting Cat at the 4. I'm good with that. If you want to keep Mikal at the 2,
about that.
Yeah, if you want to keep Mikal at his natural position, you want to keep Anunoby at the 3, put Cat at the 4, bring Jericho Sims in. You don't need Jericho Sims to do number rebound the basketball, block shots, box out, throw picks, and do the things Mitchell Robinson did. And if that's the case, then you got to start my man and let Cat play his forward position and let him go out there and eat up a lot of fours in the league. So it's gonna be interesting to see, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited about it. I hope y'all are as well. But it all starts media day tomorrow. Tomorrow. And then next Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, first preseason game, Charlotte Hornets. By then, I'm quite sure Cat being a Knicks uniform, Julius Randle will be settled in over there. Him and DiVincenzo will be settled in, and all the transitions and the transactions that took place within that time frame. Everybody's sitting where they at. We ready to roll out. What role are we going to roll with? And let's go get it. Like I said, I think starting Jericho Sims could be a key. It can. You got options. And that's a beautiful thing. And that's one thing I'm glad. And I think they're going to get something in there to boost the team up, whether it's down the line, shot power trading deadline, December 15th. Who knows how long Precious Chua might be around once December comes. You never know. See, that's what's so great about this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to throw out something real quick, and I'm going to let Shaw talk. Mitchell Robinson got a spine contract coming up next year, right? My man, Precious Chua got a $6 million expiring. You got guys who got a couple of, that's $20 million right there. 20 million. You know what I mean? So unless you trade something out, bring something in. But even right now, as we speak, you have by December, you might got Preston Chua and Mitchell Robinson for Clint Capella. You know what I mean? So that's what we need to keep an eye on. Right now, you got Mitchell Robinson and Preston Chua by December can possibly, with Jericho Sims and anybody else, could go bring another dude in here. That's what I'm talking about, why I think this team is dangerous. They're not even done with this thing yet. They got a lot of options they could do. Let's see how it goes, Shot Power, man. So I know you deal with the will and dealer part. Give me some of the names that you think you would like to see in the uniform, just by the things I just iterated with Mitchell Robinson and Preston Chua's $20 million.
Yeah, I mean, I think Valanciunas is out there. I don't know if we still make the trade with Valanciunas no more, not because of Cat. I think they may, but he's still out there. During, all depending on how bad Detroit is this year, but I don't think they're going to let go of him. Even though I like him a lot, but I don't think he's going to be. He's a name that's mentioned out there a little bit. Ayton, his name is out there as well. His money is he would really put us. He will be a trade and some add-ons if we were thinking about getting him. I think his contract is pretty healthy. So I think that's a name that's out there, but I don't think that we're looking for him. But Nick Richards, another name that's out there that's feasible, that fits into the money wise. But we would have to we'd probably have, if we make a trade, that would probably be for the Mitchell Robinson trade. We would have to give up Mitchell Robinson, leave this open roster spot to get 2 players back from them, because Richards is only about $5-6 million. So we would have to get another player from them that's around $7 million or something, $7-8 million from them or something like that to make the money work. And then the name that you just said, Clint Capella, $20 million, $21 million, $21 million, aspiring contract. We give up Mitchell Robinson and Precious to get him on aspiring contracts as well. You know, that might be something. You know what I mean? That might be something to see. You know what I mean? A good veteran presence, defensive minded, stays healthy, Tibbs type of player that likes to grab rebounds, and he would be excellent with the crew that we have here. That he likes to cut to the basket and grab alley oops, and also can grab offensive and defensive boards. That's the player that is more leaning to, I think, in December. If Atlanta's going south now that they don't have Murray over there no more, maybe they may be a little easier to trade with. We've done some business with them before. Maybe we can make another trade with them. That's the route that I think that could happen. But I'm not. I'll wait to see the rest of this week what happens with Nick Richards, because we already touched base with the Hornets right now, and maybe since we touched base with them, maybe we can make a deal and snatch them up and get another player back from them and give them Mitchell Robinson. It all depends on how how teams are playing by December 15th. Mm-hmm. If it's 30 games before the December 15th, that's not 30. Let's say 20 games. If it's 20 games from opening night to December 15th, and the Hornets 5-15, they may be a little. Maybe they might be more willing to go for a trade. If we want Valanciunas, I think Valanciunas deal Mitchell Robinson and that Washington pick. You know what I mean? Give that pick right back to them. We could get Valanciunas, but I think he's a little older. I don't know if he fits as well with Cat on the team. But if that's what we want to look for, a bigger big, and get rid of Mitch, that's somewhere we can go. So those are the names that are out there. I still bang the books and watch people and go on different sites and see what I could look up and find. But those are things that I see out there, and I just mentioned it to y'all because I see it. Don't mean that it all is 100 now. Might be 89.99. It might not be 100, but those are things that I think that can happen. You know what I mean? And the pick that I would want would be the Capella. I thought we would do the Capella before we got Cat and got rid of Mitch then. So, let's see what happens.
Yeah, well, you know what? Hey, I think if it wasn't for the pressure the tour had to wait to December to get traded, they probably do something already.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
No question. They definitely get one. I think they might have already jumped on that if Precious could have got moved, they'd have already jumped on the Nick Richards. I think they'd have jumped on Nick Richards and moved Mitchell Robinson to over there with Zion. Moved him right over there to Zion somehow to fit him in there.
Yeah. I heard somebody today, ladies and gentlemen, said that they heard Fred Katz was saying was something going down. He just can't say nothing yet. Hypothetically, when I read the comment that he's saying something's gonna happen, and Fred Katz, and I know Fred Katz is respectable, no hot purpose.
I like Fred. I like him.
He speaks truth to power, and all that when he got the facts. Him and Ian Beckley and them guys. But I heard he didn't say it, but I heard somebody mention Trey Murphy III. I was like, what? I heard somebody, and this was, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me for a minute. I hate to get off script and everything like that, but this was somebody said that they heard about Trey Murphy III. And what's funny about that, because remember, Trey Murphy III was working out with them cats not too long ago. I mean, and I was like, you serious? But that just goes to show you how this team, because like I said, with Mitchell Robinson and Preston Achua aspiring next year, ladies and gentlemen, That's $20 million. You know, that's decent. You know what I mean? And then if you throw in let me correct that. Gerald Sims got $2 million that's going to be leaving too. That's $22 million. Karen Payne 1 year. That's another $2 million. That's $24 million. And you got Tyler Kolek got a 2-year deal. You got Daddy on almost a $2 million deal. So the Knicks literally have Dan up to $30 million next year if they want to do something. Obviously, you got to trade Kolek and them because they got longer deals. I mean, Daddy. But anyway, that's why I like where we at and what they have done and what they set up and accomplished, because they set themselves up to go get another dude. You know what I mean? Go get another dude, whoever it may be, to bring to this arsenal that's already here and get it popping. So, and even if they don't do it, Mitchell Robinson coming back healthy, getting healthy rather, and hopefully be back by the second half of the season, it's a huge bonus for the Knicks. Huge bonus. So that's why I got this team where I got him at, because where I have him at, probably because I think they got a good solid foundation. They got a bunch of good talented players. You know, it don't mean nothing until you get the ball in the air. And hold up, Fabian said Trey Murphy III for Mitch. They need a center, and that Mitch hometown. Facts. right. Our Fabian. For real. Send him right back there to Louisiana. And man, you get Trey Murphy III down here. Come on, man. Facts. Oh my God. That team, that's finals right there. Finals. Trey Murphy on the Knicks with this one. It's game over. So that's why I can appreciate where we at, Shop Howard. Leon Rose and Brock Aller and these guys put us in a good damn position. And they doing this strategically. They're not skipping corners. And like nobody seen this Cat trade coming, whether you like it or not. You didn't see it coming. But man, I'm glad it came. Because I think Cat gonna show improve. And matter of fact, let me do this here. I want to see what he do last year. Cat last year, ladies and gentlemen, just for the quick thing, he played he was 21, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. That's the key right there. That's 3 assists, unselfish. And even Julius Randle was getting 4 or 5 assists a game. And Julius Randle was an unselfish dude. So I guess what I'm trying to say is they switched out a guy for a guy who both are unselfish ball players. They get buckets. Him and Julius Randle and Cat get buckets, but they willing to distribute the ball. You know what I mean? And that's what I like about what he did, man. What he brings to the table, and I think that's good. Last year, current season, 62 games last year, 64. So, you know, we got to hope he said, but he had played rookie year 82, 16, 82, 17, 82, 18, 77. And 2019 played 35, 2020 played 50. But then in 2021, he played 74. And then he played 29 and 62. So he had 2 seasons in his whole career where he only played under 50 games. Everything else is 82, 82, 82, 77, 74, 62. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Shaw Powers. And on top of that, his mother died from COVID. She went through he had to go through that situation with his mom dying from COVID and all that shit. So, you know, I know people think the injured dude play, but like I said, he played 62 games last year. Shit, I should have played 29. You know what I mean? And because Randall got hurt, he didn't get to play that many games last year. So, you know, I hope that he can stay healthy. And if he do, I think we'll be okay, ladies and gentlemen. I like where he at, and I like where it's at. Paris said they say Moot Morris will be resigned. I think he will too. I really do. I think they did that. Paris. I think they
make the deal.
Right, just to make the deal. I believe that 100% Moot Morris will be back, and probably my man. I don't know about Okeke. He will, but them cats will be back, and then that's a deep team. Danny, my man. I'm glad you put that chat. I thought about this the other day, Danny. I was like, you want to get somebody for cheap just to fill a spot? Go get Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is a shot blocking demon. The cat can rebound. If you just need a guy just to fill out a roster spot, somebody go down, or if you trade Mitchell them and get maybe another power forward or whatever you get, fucking bring Dwight Howard here. Danny, I ain't got no problem with that, bro. I really don't. Just because he's been there before. You always need veterans who know how to play the game. I know that everybody say no. He might not even get no minutes. But I don't have a problem because if somebody go down, you gotta have people who have playoff experience. This is all about playoff experience. It's not about nothing else. He's, but his playoff experience is what's important to me. He's been to the finals with LeBron them. See, you got to have guys who know how to play the game. Whether he passes prom night, he know how to play the game, though. That's what's impressive to me. It's not about him taking nobody's position. It's not even about that. But let's say if somebody go down, you got to have a guy who in the playoffs that with a detriment towards the past season was the playoffs. Too many injuries, we couldn't sustain. We lost at 7, which I know we should have went on. But I understand where you're coming from with that. It's just a guy. Yeah, exactly. Hold for a couple of months. You're definitely right. On Juan Peg, dude, just hold for a couple of months till somebody get healthy. But I think he can go in there, block a shot or two, grab a couple of rebounds, and keep it moving. You know what I mean? And let's see how it goes. But that's a good one, Danny. I thought about that a couple of days ago. I don't want him to disrupt the chemistry. I don't want him to disrupt the lineup. But unless they see something in him, yeah, give him a shot. Why not? I think that Dwight Howard, even you look at all the backup guys we got in our squad right now, I think Dwight Howard's still better than a couple of guys. I think he's better than Jericho Sims. At his age now, he's better than Jericho Sims. I like Jericho Sims. But Dwight Howard is a defense demon. He would go out there and swat that shit out the air like no other. We need that. So a good one, Danny. I like I said, I wouldn't do it, but Dwight can play. But it's
Dwight like 38.
I see what you're saying, JJ, for sure. 47. I see what you're saying, my man. Real talk. I get you on that one. The drama part definitely is something you got to be concerned about. But overall, on that, but that's good that you can have options like that. Go out and pick these guys out of the day. But give me a gut feeling, man. When the ball gets thrown up on the 22nd against Boston, I think the Knicks come out the gate. I think the Knicks come out the gate 8-2. Okay, I got you. I got you. East Blue.
Yeah, I like I said, I got the Knicks. Like I even moved my high up because of this trade right here, because the fluidity that's going to be on the court, especially if all of them stay healthy. You know what I mean? And you're going to see this guy is going to have an all-star year, I believe. He's going to have an all-star year over here in the East. He's going to have an all-star year, 25-12, 25-12-5. He's going to explode. And I think he's going to have 2 or 3 games as one knocking a big shot down, one having a high scoring game, and one shooting might hit 11 3-pointers. You know what I mean? You might hit 11 3-pointers. You might have a 62, 63-point game and definitely hitting a big game winner. You know what I mean? And it's in the East. And I mean, against the East, and I mean, we on paper, we're going to be so much more dominant than a lot of these East teams this year because of Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby combined now with Cat. These guys are going to look out for each other, man. The biggest thing right now is for them to be healthy and then start gelling together, because now, realistically, we have 2 new players on our starting unit. You know what I mean? Cat and Mikal. You know what I mean? But once they work their blunders out and strive for that perfection, man, it's gonna be a sight to see, man. We're gonna be, it's gonna be hopefully, you know what I mean? Hopefully these post games and these pre games that we do this year is gonna be funny. You know what I mean? We're just gonna be able to get on to this, laugh about a whole lot of stuff. For me, it's championship or bust, man. This team right now is a championship team, and it's not finished. We're not finished yet.
Yep.
We still 12, 13-man roster. We still got some opening roster positions. We still got some trade potential pieces that we can trade off. We're not done. By the trade deadline, we're gonna be all right. I believe we're gonna be all right.
I'm mad. That's facts, bro. That's gonna be a crazy game right there. And like I said, we gave them the business last year. But let me see if we can have a conversation about what address AP's worries and anybody else worries. Let's say for right now, who's the backup point guard in New York right now? It's either gonna be Cameron Payne or Kolek, correct?
Cameron Payne.
Oh, Cameron Payne. Then who's gonna be the backup 2 guard? Probably Deuce McBride, correct?
Deuce McBride. Then
let's go to the backup 3. That's where I'm because if you don't move Josh Hart to the starting lineup, then obviously he could be the backup 3 or whatever. You have Precious Achiuwa, Jericho Sims, Mook Morris if he come back. You got Landry Shamet. Am I missing somebody else there? So they're not a bad bench. What I like about and you think about the way Tibbs does things, he always leave a starter and with their bench sometime. So he's in a situation where you throw 3 or 4 off the bench, he's gonna have a starter in there with him. You always seen me work that way sometime. So that could be really interesting as well. But what I like about that bench is think about this here. Cameron Payne over 37% from downtown. McBride over 30% from downtown. Shaman over 30% from downtown. Mook Moore shoots above average from downtown if he's there. Precious Achiuwa can hit the shot from out there. That's not his game, but he can knock it down. So, but then you look at the rebounding. Josh Hart could rebound. Precious Achiuwa could rebound. Jericho Sims could rebound. Deuce McBride to get in there. Defense-wise, special. Cameron Payne is a ball hawk. McBride is a ball hawk. Josh Hart is a ball hawk. You know what I mean? Mook Morris with the toughness. He a baller. He'll get in you and get in your grill and do things. And I think so that bench is not that bad. It might not be uber talented for his name, but I think what it does for the Knicks, Shot Powers, and the way they play basketball is fine because you literally got guys down there that can knock down the ball. Like Cameron Payne can knock down a shot, and he's a good defender, and he's a playmaker. So Deuce McBride will be playing a backup 2 this year. He's definitely not going to be playing a 1. But I think that's another reason why they said my man didn't want to be here. But they said, okay, you know what? We'll send you. We make you happy and send you on your way because I think Deuce McBride. I'm not trying to put him on DiVincenzo level. I'm not, but I think from the 3-ball perspective, Deuce McBride will pay dividends for the Knicks, and the defense side of the ball is special. So a little concerned. I'm not too really, but then again, I think he's going to be a special player as well. Wampeg, I think Cole is going to shock a lot of people. Shot Powers. I know he's a rookie, but here's the thing about Tyler Cole. Everybody forget it. He's a 4-year college rookie. And them the type of dude Tibbs love. They like guys who went to college for 4 years, got all the basics down. I think to me, that's at the beginning of his career what stopped Julius Randle from being that type of guy, that college career. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to get the basics down and learn the fundamentals of basketball and don't depend on pure raw talent. Just know the IQ of the game and all that good stuff. And I think Tyler Kolek has that. And I think he's going to be a special player, Wam. So I'm with you on that, man. He could be a shocker. He could be a reason why the trade deadline we might let a couple of guys go. If he pop out, from what I see, the way he played, he's gonna be another dime dropper, good 3-point shooter, got grit in him, got dog in him. It's gonna be special. So a lot of things I'm saying is positive, but a lot of shit. I mean, there ain't gonna be a lot of negative. I think the pros outweigh the cons in New York this year, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put it like that. I think the pros outweigh the cons by a long shot. Back in the day, we would say the cons outweigh the pros. Now, finally, as a Knicks fan, the pros outweigh the cons. It just does. Shot Powell, I think we ready to go.
Yeah, there's no question about that, man. I can't wait. I want to see what media day is going to involve. I don't think that they'll have Cat there because everything is not set in stone yet. And maybe before Friday we may have another shooter drop. You know what I mean? Before, because we got when the first preseason game is next Friday, right?
Yeah, Sunday, the 6th.
Sunday. Yeah, the 6th. So you may have another shoe drop before the who knows? I mean, messing around with Leon over here, you never know. So I'm just waiting to see what happens, and I know they're gonna before the tip of the season on the 22nd. Mm-hmm. I believe that they'll have a full roster or pretty much 14-man roster on their bench, ready to compete for the championship this year.
Yeah, fact. Hey, Sinfu, you 100% right on that, my man. Hey, Troy Murphy or Clint Capella, it is a wrap. It is a wrap. Like I said, they got it there, and we not even. And thank you, my man, and appreciate you, my brother. You already know, appreciate you, real talk. But you know what? East Coast, that's interesting because Kevin McCullough getting minutes off the bench. That's what's so crazy about it. East Blue. We don't even know if these guys are going to be able to even crack the rotation. And I heard these young guys is pretty good. You know what I mean? And so what I seen in Summer League, we didn't get to see Kevin McCullough in Summer League, but I heard his defense.
I think he's in the G League anyway, though.
Okay,
I think McCullough's on the G League. Pattier is the one that we have signed on the roster. Pattier and Tyler.
Yeah.
McCullough's in the G League. It's Toppin, McCullough, and Daddier, and Hopoko. I mess his name up every time.
Hockaperty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, facts. Wampeg, that's a fact, man. Tyler Holt gonna be special. And JJ, I like that, my man. JJ said Liberty Knicks 2020. Bro,
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Yeah, Caperti, let's get it for real. Cause I think it's gonna be special, New York. Listen, even though my Mets crumbling down the stretch and kill me with this BS. Yankees popping, Liberty popping. My Mets was kind of popping. They kind of falling off and get me upset about that. But the Knicks gonna pop. It's gonna be interesting, New York, man. It's gonna be a fun time to be a New York Knicks fan. And I'm hoping Liberty get to the finals and do the damn thing. I'm really hoping on that. So let's see how it goes. Hope pretty up. And hey, Bully, what's good? Bully in the building, man. So to my brother Bully, you already know 7-3 what's popping. You already know my man. Yeah, they need something, man. They do. They need some AP. They need some grit. I don't know, but it's great. Yeah, but the Yankees looking good, man. Them dudes on fire. My man Judd, Aaron, and Soto, that's tough to deal with. You know what I mean? That's, oh my God, that is crazy. But listen, I'm gonna tell you that boy, what's his name? Shohei Ohtani, special. He's special player too, man. But listen, man, it's gonna be fun, man. We ain't gonna stay too long, man. But y'all up in here, so we don't want to leave because y'all up in here. So I'm good, man. But I know we got to get up there and do the things we do the next day. But listen, man, media day should be starting tomorrow, next week. Preseason. You know, we be back on in the building, man, doing what we do, man. And everybody, thank y'all for coming. Make sure y'all like, subscribe for your brothers, man. Hit us up, man, because it should be a fun season. We're going to be here dropping some truth bombs. You know how we do. But let's see what they're going to do in the next couple of days. The trade is not complete yet. They still have to, finalize everything with the NBA because of the apron stuff and all that stuff. But I think it's pretty much, it's a wrap. He will be a New York Knick. So that we can count on. Let's hope that these cats go out there and do what they do and make us proud to be a New York fans, man. That's all we want to do. We just need to get past the second round, get to the third round, get to the finals. But listen, I know everybody down on Cat. I get it. But listen. I got to play that clip one more time, man. Y'all, let's look at some of the skill set that's coming to New York. And play the same video for the oldest here earlier because I know y'all all can get clips of it. But I just like what this cat got going on here, man. And I like what he's doing. Here we go. Cat again, ladies and gentlemen, for the second time. Just check out the skill set. That's all I'm asking. Everything else we can deal with later. Here go the man's skill set. Let's watch how you get down with the basketball, ladies and gentlemen. See if this is what we was missing in New York that we didn't have. He hustling down the floor. You don't see him lagging. He's running. He got a motor with him, so that's a good thing. He can dribble the ball up the floor, 7 foot, step back, bounce pass, the end. That's basketball right there. Let's look at another clip of him. Look at a good pass, got a good vision, and one. Right here, look at this play. Got Jokic, took the ball for Jokic, reached out, got a defense ball player. So if he play hard like that, then we got people got a problem on their hand. Here you go again. Outlet pass, cross court pass, and for 3. The guy got eyesight. He get the ball up the floor. He not a slouch. Let's look at another play from him. Got the ball right there against my man. Go hard to the paint. Boom. Let's hope he can bring all this to the table. Here's another good play I like that I seem to do. He go off the screen, look at Cat, the alley-oop, bang, back door. Jalen Brunson, look at him all day. I don't know where Mikhail y'all watch for him over there. So like I said, it's all highlights, but we could bring that to the table for New York. We don't haven't had a dynamic like that at a center spot in New York in a long time. I don't think we ever had one. Look at the post right here against a smaller person, backing him down. Baseline, got the bucket. He got skill, shot power. That's what I'm really intrigued by. Step out, bang, knocking him down 40%. So he got some good intangibles about his game. Put the ball on the floor. Boom. And one. Yeah. He got some tools in the shed. He got some tools. Tell this play right here. I like this here down the lane. Bang. They got to find him. Just find him like that. That was what I guess what I'm saying. Shot power. That's why that floor gonna be open for the Knicks. It's gonna be wide open lanes everywhere. You know, the lane's gonna be wide open. Pick out. Take him to the bucket. So he got tools in the shed. He can move in various
spots. He love that little fade shot, man. You show like four of those off the backboard shots he done did. Same move, but just in a different spot, off the glass.
Mm-hmm. Smaller cat on him, just abuse him. So it seems like he can get that ball on the floor and everything like that, man. And I think that's pretty special right there, just to have a guy of that caliber who could do them things. I think it bodes well for us to have a talent to do like that, man. Let's see how it goes, man. I'm all for it, man. And we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody gets excited for the season. We're gonna get excited. We're gonna be giddy up in here. We're gonna be popping up in here. We're gonna be doing our thing too, man. Y'all make sure y'all, like I said, we got the new intro coming out. Got some new other things on the pregame show. We're gonna be popping off and everything like that. So we working, man. We working, trying to bring, bring Nick Spill talking to a third season, and just let the fans know that we definitely New York Knicks guys. We father brother. We also are wise brothers too. You know what I mean? So, but we know everything ain't always gravy. You know, it ain't all. But we try to do on this show and just try to bring the goodness of the Knicks. You know what I mean? For so long we've been beaten down with all the negativity. What we do on Knicks Real Talk, we just try to bring some positive energy. You know what I mean? Just say, you know what? Let's for once believe in what we got going on here. You know what I mean? And this ain't the laugh out loud Knicks no more. Since Tom Thibodeau got here in the last 4 years, we've been to the playoffs 3 times, and we about to go again. So a lot of stuff is brewing in New York, man. It's bubbling in here, man. And we just make sure we bubble till the shit ball over. You know what I mean? And I'm really excited about this season. I'm excited about the Knicks, the whole thing, man. New York, stand up, man. Here we go, Shot Powers.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. Once again, man, the New York couldn't get anybody in here for years. Now we got two players that could definitely be defensive players of the year, both all on the defensive team this year. We have 2 players that could be all-star players on our team this year, or that's going to make the all-star team this year. And we got a whole bunch of players that got hard, got dog in them. You know what I mean? If Cat gonna be if his name is personified by his name, then be a wildcat like he was when he was back in Kentucky. Be that wildcat, you know what I mean? Let's if you're gonna be that meow meow, like Ron say, salute to Ron. I love when he said the meow meow mix. You're gonna be meow meow mix. Make sure you're a wildcat meow meow mix. You know what I mean? And let's get it, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to see what's gonna go down for this team this year. I'm ready. I'm here and ready.
Yeah, listen, we just don't need.
Hey, there you go, Ron. Look at that. Meow meow mix, Ron. Meow meow mix. I must have seen your name. I didn't even see it.
Yeah. We rather have a alley cat than a house cat. That's all. Get the lion in you, man. Get whatever. Get the panther, whatever in you. Yeah, I'm good. It should be a fun season. On what's popping, my man? On Dias, what's good? NY. Yeah, man. But it's gonna be fun season, man. We're gonna win some games. We're gonna lose some games. We're gonna go through some stretches. But if this team remains relatively healthy, hopefully we have a good year, man. We just want to see some good basketball. It's been a long time, ladies and gentlemen, since Carmelo Anthony left the building. We had to go through all the Derek Fishers of the world. We had to go through all these crazy coaches, the Fizdales, and you name it. Now we got a product on the floor that's paying dividends. And and like I said, it's a step-by-step thing. And we done took a couple of steps from the first round to the second round. Thought we should have made the third round last year, but because of injuries, derailed that situation. But now every year since we got this thing together, we're taking higher steps. We went from first round to second round. Now we about to go to third round to the finals. Ladies and gentlemen, New York will get a championship sooner or later. I think they on a cusp, and I think they right there. The New York Knicks is knocking on the door, ladies and gentlemen. And I think we close. I really do. And I just think we just gotta hope the injury bug don't bite us like last year. That's like my brother. I understand, man. Business is business, my brother. Yes, sir. Honor. It's all good. But yeah, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be fun. I just hope that everything work out. And then we said, yeah, facts, JJ. It is gonna be something, bro. Real talk. That is gonna be a video game coming. Like the possibilities is endless. The possibilities is endless. And if everything come to fruition like it's supposed to, it's all good, right there. Yep. And you know what's a good thing about? I'm glad Freddie put that up there. That 4-year. Well, the good thing about it, 2 years is going to be the big one because obviously Julius Randle and DiVincenzo's 2 years are take care of the first one with everybody else we traded. So in that third and fourth year is where we got the 57-61. But like I said, hopefully we get some more salary cap money. But I think we'll be okay. And then, remember, 2 years go by real fast. And regardless of what they decide to do, you won't have $61 million on the books. So, because
and the money's going to keep going up. The second year's money is going to be what Julius Randle and DiVincenzo would have made next year, 35 and what is it, 15, 14, 15. So that's going to cover that money. Yeah, and if we were to re-sign Randle, I'm pretty sure his numbers would have been right around there with 2 extra years onto the contract. And I mean, he would have probably been around 55, 57, 61. He'd have been, if we were to re-sign Randle wanted the bag. So we was looking at $200 million for Randle for 4 years. And I mean, at least 200 and something million, 50 million a year. So those numbers in the latter part of Cat's contract would have been Julius Randle first and second year on a new contract. So, let's let that sink in a little bit. Yeah, not trying to disparage from Julius Randle, all that stuff, but for the money wise, following the money, it would have probably Julius Randle money would probably be about where Cat would be, where Cat's money would be where Julius Randle would be in 3 to 4 years.
Yeah. Another thing that's interesting too was people got to take this into consideration. Cat in his contract would be 32. Julius Randle at the end of his contract would have been 35, 36. Because not only he still got to play an option on the contract for next year. So let's say if you extend them after that or before that, Julius Randle would have been 34, 35 years old, making $50 million. Keep that in consideration. 35 or 34 years old, last year the contract, $50 million. Cat contract should be up by 2000, which is 24. So in other words, in 4 more years, Cat will be
7, 8.
Yeah, he in 4 more years, Cat will be 32, contract over. Julius Randle, when his contract over, will be 35. So and not knowing how it would play out if it would extend him with the injury, the shoulder, or this or that, or the chemistry, or the constant, whatever. I don't know. Not saying one is bad than the other. I'm just trying to lay out the difference in contracts. And what I think is going to happen with Julius Randle, if he opt out, he either going to Dallas or he probably go out to LA or somewhere. That don't mean Minnesota going to sign Julius Randle. That's why they probably did it. Because think about they got rid of a contract they probably want to get rid of without giving up picks. And they got a contract that they necessarily don't have to sign because they probably happy they got off the Cat contract. And if they even they let Julius Randle they trade Julius Randle or decide not to extend him, they still won because they saved themselves $200 million over the long haul because they let Cat go. So I can see why they did the move. I mean, it was pretty good for them in the sense of from a financial standpoint. And I think this trade was all about financial. That's what this trade was about for them. Because they know that with Cat and not Cat, I'm going to say Anthony Edwards and another person they might want to get, blah, blah, blah. I think they might look at it from that standpoint. So let's see how it goes. And we'll see how it goes. But I think it's gonna be fun, man. I think it'll be a fun show. I think it's gonna be a fun year in New York City. Lights on Broadway, gonna be buzzing every night. And I got these boys doing a damn thing. So Nick Richards, yeah, let's make it happen. Johnny Davis, I've been on Nick wagon. That makes sense too. Jersey, dude, Kentucky, all that. New York, I would say up in New York somewhere, bring him on home. Johnny Davis, bring Nick Richards on home to New York. Kentucky Wildcat, another Wildcat. You know what I mean? Calipari type of dude. So it all makes sense. They putting together high IQ guys who've been coached by good coaches before. Even my man Deuce Bride. Why do you think he's Bob Huggins? You know what I mean? All these guys been around coaches who are good coaches. And they bring in guys who've been around good organizations in college, good organizations in the pros, and especially before McCack, when he first got there, before thank God Tibbs took over, but they still had Glenn Taylor there. So that then still was kind of crazy. Glenn Taylor's one of the worst. I don't know what to say about that dude, but so it's good. It's good, man. I know I'm babbling, but I'm just trying to, bring some interesting dynamic to this thing that Knicks gonna be fine. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. Let's get it. And I think we're gonna win this. We're gonna be here to win it, man. So I'm looking forward to it next year. But listen, we'll be on obviously we'll be on, probably in some day between Monday and Friday, because the season starts, the preseason starts Sunday. We'll be doing a pregame show on the day of the preseason game. So you definitely gotta make sure y'all know it's Knicks Real Talk. It's the pregame show. So y'all make sure y'all always check it out an hour before the pregame, before the game start. We come in here and break down everything before the game start, and then we go off and get it popping. Then you got all the great podcasts like Sim and them coming with the post game, CT, everybody. So we always hold down that pregame slot. Then you got my brother in there, Ron. Them got everything popping off. So you got a lot of the content that we don't have to worry about nothing this year. Good, bad, or the ugly. They all over the place. We all over the place. We here.
All over the place. All over.
So we ain't going nowhere, man. I'm excited about the season. I hope y'all are too, man. But y'all go enjoy the regular Sunday. Oh, and all you Eagle fans, y'all took an L in Tampa today. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all took an L today. My brother and them, I know they hurt. I know Jalen Brunson hurt. Baker Mayfield put it on the Eagles and Shaquan and them. I'm like, okay. But our Giants got to work something out. Tough game that day. They didn't score no touchdowns. Disappointed. They played them boys good. They should have beat Dallas.
They played them good, man.
Good. Defense looked good. Danny Jones, I've been trying to stick with that brother for years. I feel like with the way this team is constructed, I think we're a nice quarterback away from really making some noise in this thing. I mean, I don't know if the injury derailed him or whatever the case may be, but you got to get a running back and a quarterback, I guess. I don't know. And my man, listen to me, Brian Dable. Why are you letting Jaden Hyatt sit on the bench, dude?
On the bench.
On a bench. Hyatt, come on, man. You talking about play action pass, fake a handoff and let that cat get some time down the field. It's bombs away. That's if Danny Jones can reach him, though. Danny Jones can reach him. You know what I mean? We got to figure that out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God! I think it's time to go. It's time for a new quarterback. Go down here to Carolina, get young Bryce Young. I don't care, whatever. They
my brother.
Yep.
I am Jarrell Peace.
Jarrell, what's the deal, my man? Jarrell in the building with us, man. Jarrell and them be getting it on down there with sister down there on Sister Steph on Queens Court. You don't get old, so pardon me for the fabbling. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all check Jarrell and them out there, man. They be having it popping down there, just kicking it. Y'all know how they do down there. Queen Steph, BX, Chris, the whole shebang, MBK fam all day, every day. You know how we do. But listen, man, we're going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen, because we do got things to do. Thank y'all so much for coming in, everybody, man. Y'all have been in here. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe for your brothers. We're trying to get to 2,000 this year, but it's going to be a year, man. So we're going to do what we got to do to keep y'all informed about this Knick content and all that. Make sure y'all don't check all these other podcasts, all these great guys out there, ladies and gents, out there putting all this good content out there. And no matter what, pros and cons of everything, gonna be some peaks and valleys this season. But I think there will be more peaks than valleys. I can say that much. And I'm hoping it'd be like 57 more peaks and only like 20-something valleys. So I don't do shit. Let's hope we get it popping. But Shaw Powell, holler at your brother, man. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, man. Salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. It's just a couple of days away, man. Monday's here, and by next Sunday, we'll be talking some Knicks basketball. Let's get it.
Yeah, hopefully something go down between now and then. You never know. I'm quite sure they got to do something between now and then. But like I said, you won't see Call Life in Town at Media Day, ladies and gentlemen, because per NBA is not fully done yet. It's done, but it's not done from a paperwork standpoint. Who knows? But so you probably won't see him in the media day thing. I wish he would have got there to get through it. But the main thing is he got that uniform on when preseason come in training camp. That's why I love what they did. They made the trade before training camp. He gets to get in there and get familiar with these guys. So here's one thing I need everybody to remember too. He might look a little awkward in our offense the first couple of weeks of the first month of the season because he got to kind of get adjusted to the way Tibbs coach. So don't throw him out of the building the first month of the season. Let him get acclimated to the way Tibbs run the offense and the way the players that he gonna be playing against, where they moves are at, where they line up at, and all that good stuff. I just want to put that out there, and we'll talk about it later on down the line and all that good stuff. But until then, Knicks Real Talk, Divine, the chat, everybody, make sure you hit that button. Don't cost you nothing. Stop fronting. Let's get it. We out of here, man. Shot Powers, my brother.
You're ready.
Peace.
We
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
It's time for Knicks Real Talk hobby going live on a televised on the blue skies with we on that Friday night Knicks sit with our Knicks constituents, lift the ultra trip. That's that Knicks orange and blue. I thought you knew it's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. We stand on business. This Real Talk brand, you know we in this. We in the streets of Manhattan, people in the action, the people's reacting, leading up to Knicks and he's getting it cracked. Cause it's game time. We in the world most famous. We see the Knicks lock your team up. I be stirring just like a subpoena. You know the Knicks fan. We feeling real giddy and litty. New York City gritty committed to beat the city by 50. We're about to get me a nice sight with a smart quarter on ice. For a few bucks in the quarter to pay the order with my smart device. We in Gotham getting it popping in the Apple Rotten. Let the home, let the popping stopping on the Apple Rotten. It's Knicks Real Talk. The team streaming on YouTube.com. We got two dudes doing good moves spot on, dropping the bomb. When the cops got a spot, dropping some of the hottest Knicks content that's up in your head. Enough said, you know, upstairs leaving the guard after they done got their bag. Looks like a cab to fly back to the triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We